Alrighty guys, so I did realize recently that I skimped over the basics for you guys in lesson 1. So this is going to be our before lesson 1 video. Some basic things that you need to learn to start learning clarinet, funny how that works, is this is a reed. Beginners are generally about size 2 thickness on reeds. In our area you generally start on a Rico brand or a Juno brand of reeds. Size 2 clarinet, awesome sauce. How do you hold that onto the mouthpiece? This is called the ligature. It is a piece of metal that holds it onto the mouthpiece. It has 2 little screws right here. Fabulous stuff. Okay, so this is going to be your clarinet, obviously. I guess that's kind of straightforward. But this part that goes on the top is your mouthpiece. As a terrible beginner clarinet player, I got my mouthpiece stuck in my barrel because I didn't put cork grease on the cork on my mouthpiece. So make sure that you do that. I have a Primo mouthpiece, which is a beginner mouthpiece. I think it was along the lines of like $10, $15. It is fairly simple to put it on. You slide the reed onto the mouthpiece. It's hard to see because it's black on black here, but until there is a tiny, tiny gap right there where the air can go through, and you could probably put a folded piece of paper between the reed and the mouthpiece. And you're going to put the thick part of your ligature down and over it. Try not to ruin it when you do, because you don't want to chip your reed. Tighten your screws so that it holds the reed in place. I don't know if there's any particular way these should be facing, but being to the left does bother me, so I'm gonna fix it to be perfectly in the center. It doesn't bother my chin or anything, but make sure that you are keeping that little gap in there. So all together it looks like that. It is stuck in the barrel, so yours will be about that big. If you want to try to do a basic sound on it, you kind of pinch your lips together, like if you've ever gone like, I bite my thumb too good, so that's the basic start of that. And then you blow down, but you don't want to have the air escaping and you don't want to puff out your cheeks. I'll show you. It would be, which is obviously really high-pitched, kind of annoying sound, so maybe don't do it a lot until you kind of get a hold of it, or once you get the hang of it, until you get a hold of it, hold it, don't drop it. That is the basic mouthpiece setup. Then you would put it into your barrel, which if you haven't done so, make sure there's cork grease on it so that you aren't in the same boat as me with a stuck mouthpiece in a barrel that I'm just too lazy to fix, but also I have an extra mouthpiece and an extra barrel, so it's not high priority on my list. And I work at a music shop where there is a repair shop and I know someone can help you with this, so I have no problems. But if you don't, you should have a local repair shop that you can call and they'll probably be able to fix this for you, if not for free, fairly cheap and fairly quickly. Next, you have, there's generally a brand symbol right here. Sometimes your serial number will be right there as well. This is going to be some more cork. You're going to want to make sure there's a little bit of grease on that or that it's worn down quite a bit. Brand new clarinets do have a more high possibility of getting stuck together, so we make sure to use caution. Very gently, try not to push down on any of the keys because you don't want to dent them, but very gently just wiggle those together. The brand on your mouthpiece will probably be in line with, if there is a brand on your barrel right there, and then a brand right here, and go and make a nice line, look very symmetrical. And then down here, as you can see, there's a little bar right there. I'm sure you got it on your clarinet as well, and the cork. The bar that goes down and covers your cork, you've got to be really careful with not to bend when you put them together because there is another piece of metal that can slam into that. When you're putting these together, just be very cautious not to slam keys into other keys and cause problems, but you do want to line up the holes on the clarinet. So the key that's down there sticking out should be over the one sticking out right there. And then finally you've got your bottom cork. Make sure there is cork grease on this baby too. No things getting stuck like mine because you're better than me. We're better than that. So next we're gonna grab our barrel. Once again, there is a logo. Guess where it's gonna go? In line with the other logos. And we are going to shimmy that baby on without crushing any keys. So you don't want to ruin your clarinet when you just got it, right? Right. Then you may be wondering, how the heck do you hold that? What? I will show you. There is going to be a fairly nice trick here, is if you look on the back, there's this weird metal thing sticking out. Your right thumb is gonna go right under that. It just rests. It's fabulous. It's very convenient. And then you have another hole up here. Just the only hole on the back side of your clarinet. You're going to shove your other thumb right over that hole. And right in front of that one is another one. You're gonna put your pointer finger on your left hand, like you're pinching. And then it's gonna go middle covering that hole and your ring finger covering that hole. Okay? And then for this one, you're gonna do a similar thing. You're gonna pinch, put your finger over that top open hole, then middle and ring. And then there's a lot of little keys over here you can put your pinkies on. The ones that are closest are generally more comfortable for me, so I always keep them there. I haven't gone further into the book yet, so I don't know what we're gonna be learning note-wise next. So I know in the next video this is also covered, so there is a key right here above your thumb to keep in mind. So that is how you would hold it, how it is assembled, and how to make your first sound. Though it may not be beautiful. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, gained some knowledge, and enjoyed this series, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to follow our playlist that is occurring here. Interesting stuff. And hit the subscribe button for more updates, and I'm hoping to do a new clarinet practice and lesson video every week. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and good luck.